Hello, I'm not sure if anybody's here yet, but it is time to start teaching Hebrew reading. We'll see, about an hour, maybe half an hour, between half an hour and an hour on Hebrew reading. We'll see how much we can get done. I'll wait a few minutes for a few people to log in. Hi, Rabbi. You need to learn how to read Hebrew. A few of you asked me to email you or message you a link to the classes, so I was able to do that. I might still be able to do that now.
Well, there's a delay. Do you know there's a delay?
How much of a delay?
5 seconds or so. You're
Okay.
still talking in this thing.
I know. All right, we'll wait a few more minutes to see that, make sure other people log in. It's 7:01. Okay. If you do want the pictures, it's photographs. I have a Google Drive that I took pictures of the pages in. And so if you do want the pictures of these pages that we're going to be learning, I can email those to you. I cannot share them with you on Facebook Messenger because Facebook is blocking me from doing that. All right, let us begin. We're going to start with lesson 1. I don't even know if it's forwards or backwards. Rabbi, is it forwards or backwards? Can you see? He doesn't hear me anymore. All right, we'll open up to page 1 that I messaged you. It's actually page 8, lesson 1. There are 2 things on this page. There's a vowel and there's a letter.
I hear you.
The
But
question,
there's a delay, so it's very confusing.
my question is, are the pictures forwards or backwards when you see them on the screen?
Backwards.
It's backwards? Okay, so this is not going to help them at all.
Hold it in front of a mirror.
Yeah, very good. All right, Rabbi says to hold it in front of a mirror. That means this chart's not going to help you either unless I print it backwards, which I might have to do. But I will share them with you. So we're going to start with lesson 1. I think the people who are here have it. If you want it, I guess I could try to send it to you during the class. All right, let's start. Lesson 1.
Let me turn the chart over.
Lesson 1 is a letter and a vowel. The first 4 lines are a vowel, and the next 3 lines are a letter mixed together with a vowel. So in Hebrew, letters and vowels are completely different things, not like English. In English, we have A, E, I, O, and U, which are part of the alphabet. But in Hebrew, there are letters, which when you read Hebrew well enough, you don't actually need the vowels to tell you how to read the words. And when you know certain words rather, they become natural to you, like the word Baruch. You'll be able to recognize it, and that'll come on pretty early on in these lessons. So hopefully everybody has page 7, lesson 1 open in front of you. I'm going to hold it up anyway, even though it's backwards. All right. The first thing is this X with a line under it. The line under it, okay, let me send this to you. Sorry, I'm going to take a little break here behind my back. I'll send this to you. A link to this. Share. I need to send it to you with an email address. So let's see if I have Miley's email address in here. Is yours have your first name, your last name, and the number 1, Miley? I'm sending this. Hopefully it's the right person. All right. Check your email. So, the first lesson. The vowel sound underneath a letter only will make a sound if it's connected to the letter. So on its own, that line doesn't have its own sound. But when we attach it with a letter, then it starts making a sound. The letter and the vowel make a sound together. Check your email, Miley. So the first vowel we're going to learn is the vowel patach. Patach is a straight line across. One of the ways when we teach it is we say that it's like a popsicle stick that a doctor puts in your mouth. The doctor puts the popsicle in your mouth, stick in your mouth, and holds down your tongue, right? It's a tongue depressor. And he says, say, right, say ah. That is the sound a patach makes. It says the sound ah when it's under a letter. So let's look at lines 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're all the patach sound, and they want you to read just the sound patach, but we're not going to do that because I don't believe in reading vowels without letters. So let's start with line number 5. All right. Line number 5 is a letter with a vowel under it. That letter is the letter alef. I can't show it to you because it's going to show up backwards. Here is an alef. The alef is made up of 3 letters: a yud above, a yud below, and a vav connecting them. The yud above stands for Hashem's name. The yud below stands for Yisrael, which are the Jewish people. And the vav is the Torah that connects them. When we get to the lesson on the letter vav, we will learn that a vav actually means and, which is the connecting letter. So this vav between them connects them. And aleph is the number 1. 1 Hashem, 1 nation, 1 Torah, the number 1. Now, an aleph does not make its own sound. It is a silent letter. There are 2 silent letters in Hebrew. This silent letter is called aleph. It's the first letter in the alphabet. It does not make its own sound. It only makes a sound if it is paired with a vowel. So here we're going to now pair it with this vowel, the patach. Now, if we remember, what does the patach say? The doctor says, puts in the tongue depressor, opens up your mouth and says, say, ah. Very good. All right. So we're going to pair the patach with the aleph. In Hebrew, we're going to read from top to bottom. So this says, ah. Very good. Now we're going to go across and we're going to read this all the way across. Ah, ah, good evening. All right, we're very good, Miley. Excellent. This is just as a quick review. Somebody just bumped in here. The aleph doesn't have its own sound. Below it is the patach. So we're going to make these 2 together. In Hebrew, we read from top to bottom. Ah, 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 ah. Excellent. For those of you who just logged in, if you private message me your email address, I can email to you the pages which I have taken photographs of because they're backwards. Doesn't help us. I'm streaming, Suzanne, I'm streaming directly on the Chabad at La Costa page, so hopefully it shouldn't be that hard to find. All right, let's read line 7 together. Double click my page so I can look at here because line 6 is the same. And we're going to read it together. And again, in Hebrew, we read from top to bottom. Ah, 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 ah. Excellent. Okay, we are ready for lesson 2. Turn the page. You don't have a book. If you have a book, there is someone on here who has a book. If you don't have a book and I sent you the link already, please look at lesson 2. Lesson 2 looks like this. I'm going to teach it in the Ashkenaz pronunciation, which is the traditional pronunciation. There's a Sephardic pronunciation, which is the modern Hebrew pronunciation. There's also a Yemenite pronunciation, which I will not be teaching you. But we're going to do the Ashkenaz pronunciation, which is traditional Old Hebrew. If you'd like, we could do both and review it both ways. So we'll see. All right, this vowel that we have now, right here, looks the same forwards and backwards, so we're good. This is called a kamatz. Now we said the patach is the doctor with the tongue depressor saying, open your mouth wide and say, Ah, very good. This one is a kamatz, and I call this nurse kamatz. Nurse kamatz is the one who comes to you when you hurt your knee and you're sitting in the doctor's office. And she comes and she looks at your scrape on your knee and she says, "Aw, did you hurt yourself? Aw, I'm so sorry to hear that." That is nurse kamatz. Now, if we remember, I said I don't believe in saying saying the sound of a vowel without a letter. So we'll just look at these and see that if there was a letter on top, no matter what letter it's going to be, we would say the sound of the letter and blend it with the below because we're reading from top to bottom. So we're going to start with line 2, where there is an alef, which doesn't make its own sound, and the kamatz under it. So the alef with the kamatz under it is going to say not but like a nurse saying, "Aw, you hurt your knee." Ah, 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 ah. Excellent. That was line 2. We're going to do the same thing, since this is adults. We're going to do the same thing for line 4. What's going to happen, though, is I'm going to wait while you read line 3 to yourselves without me helping you. Ready? Go.
How does someone get on to the class, okay? Suzanne wants to get on to the class. She doesn't know how to do it.
She's on the class.
She's asking me.
She's not watching the class right now. It looks like she commented on it. Sorry, guys. One moment. Go to Chabad at La Costa. Because you already signed up for it. Let me see if I can share it. Yes. I'm logging into Chabad at La Costa. And I am going to pretend I'm a stranger trying to log in. And I'm right here, right at the front of the page. Just click the play button and it's right there. I'm not really sure what to tell you. I'm logged in and I can see it on. That's where it is. All right. Okay, I'm continuing. We're going to read the next line actually together again. We're going to be reading line 4 together. So we're going to put our finger on the 4. The way to remember that Hebrew goes from right to left. I know it's backwards for you, but from right to left is to start with your finger on the 4, and we're going to read across the page. And ready, begin. Uh, 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 uh. Excellent. Good job. You did a great job. We're now going to read line 5. Now, line 5 is trying to fool us because it has the and the both vowels under the letters. So let's read line 5, remembering that we read,
She said this is what comes up. There's no link on here.
Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to find it. All right, we're going to go back to finding the video. So when you go to the home
I don't
page,
want to be the middleman in this.
I'm doing a instruction here.
Tell Suzanne.
When you go to the home page,
Are you telling Suzanne?
I'm telling everyone. Everyone is on the
Is
thing
Suzanne
together.
on?
It says that Suzanne is on, which means that she could hear me, so I'm not really sure. Oh, Miley shared it. Very good. Hopefully that works. Let me know when you're on. Okay, thank you, Miley. Should I continue? I'm going to continue. Okay, thanks, Miley. I'm going to continue. Hopefully we'll catch up. All right. We're doing line 5 together. Hopefully you have the papers open in front of you. Line 5 goes like this. Ah, 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 ah. Hope everybody saw how that works. Top to bottom and right to left. All right, let's continue now with line 6. Line 6 we're going to do together, and then line 7 you're going to do on your own. Line 6. A, 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 a. Excellent. Good job. You're going to read line 7 on your own while I point at it. Put your finger on the 7. And I need to let Martha know that I am streaming. Let's click yes. And let's see if I can get the link. I'm going to try to go onto Facebook and watch myself briefly. Put your finger on the 7. Shh. How do I pause it? All right. Here is the link. Control C. Go back from here. Click on this person. Send them the link. Whoops. Okay. Very good. If anybody else needs the link. Okay, we are still on lesson 2 on this page. Okay, hopefully people are finding this. I am going to send the message here. Let's see if that works. If Facebook doesn't ump me again. All right, they were blocking me from sending out messages. Okay, now you guys are reading line 7 yourselves. I need to move the words out of here. Oh, Martha's here. Good job. All right, we're reading line 7 yourselves. So 1, put your finger on the 7, slide across, read from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, begin. All right, hopefully everybody got that. I will read it now. Actually, let's read line 8 together so you'll have an idea if you've been reading it correctly. All right, here we go. Line 8 together. A, a. A, 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 a. Very good. All right. So it's not going as smoothly as we would like, but we will get this worked out. I think, though, that we are ready for lesson number 3. There are some people here who don't have the book and don't have the pictures that I took of the book. I will see if I can post this link. Let's see if I can. Anyone with the link can view, copy the link. Excellent. And go to the video and watch myself comment. There are some people here who don't have the book. Excellent. And now I'm going to go back away from there. All right. I posted the link to the pictures. All right. We are now on lesson 3. Okay. Hopefully everyone who was there has now received a link to these pages. I took photographs of it. I put it in a Google Drive. Anyone who has the pictures can see it. I'll put this back on so I can see. Thank you. Anyone, Miley, thank you for sharing the links. All right. There is a link in the comments. My voice just cracked. With the pages. We are now on lesson number 3. Now we're getting somewhere. This is the second letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It is the letter beis. It is backwards on your screen, but on the papers that I sent you, it is the right way. So, the letter beis is the second letter of the alphabet. It does equal the number 2, but it is interestingly the first letter in the Torah. And there is a great video that talks about Hebrew letters and Kabbalah, etc. And it says that this is the first letter where there is a new dimension. There's a second dimension. So you go, it has an inside.
Suzanne's upset why you didn't go live on your own page. She can't get on.
Chabad at La Costa, sorry. She can watch the video afterwards.
Her mother can't find it either.
So the letter beis has a back, kind of looks, one of the ways we describe it is it looks like a boat because there's a back here. You see the bottom of the boat, and there would be the mast, and that would be the sail, and inside the boat is a little gentleman hanging out. So the bet has a dot. The beis or the bet, both are correct pronunciation. There is not an incorrect way to say it. Bet or beis, and we don't equal it to English letters. So here is the beis with the boat, the back, the mast, etc. So the beis makes, you want to guess what sound it makes? Very good. It makes a b sound. So we're going to jump immediately into reading it with vowels. Thank you, Miley. Miley posted it on my page. We're going to jump into right away reading with vowels. So remember, we start from the right and we go left. So we start where the number is. And in Hebrew, we read from top to bottom. And since this is backwards, I need to open it up on a different page so I can see what I'm pointing at. Okay, so here we have the beis on top of a patach, which says, very good, it's a tongue depressor. It says, ah. So here is the beis on top of the ah. We read them together from top to bottom. Ba. The next one again, ba. Excellent. Now we're going to read with a kamatz under the beis. And I need to answer somebody if I'm on. Hold on a moment, folks. Here we go again. Yes, there is a link on my own page and on Chabad at La and I put an extra space. All right. So, ba, like in Boston. So here is ba, ba. Here is the kamatz. We said Nurse Kamatz says, ah. So put them together and we're going to get ba, 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 ba. Excellent. All right, let's try the next line together. All right, put your finger on the 2, sliding right to left. And we have ba, 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 ba. Good. All right, let's get a little bit more difficult. We'll put some alefs and some beises together. I'm hoping that the people who are watching this video, who do want to learn how to read Hebrew, have scrolled up and found the link to the pictures that are not backwards. All right, let's do line 3 together where there are alefs and beises. All right, here we go. We're going to start top to bottom, across from right to left. And we are going a, ba, a, ba, a, ba, ba. All right, I want you guys to read line 4 by yourselves while I point, or if you have your own paper in front of you, put your finger on the 4, sliding right to left, and begin. Very good. All right. Line 5 is going to introduce us to 2 words in Hebrew. We're going to start with the Hebrew words. The Hebrew words on this page are father and a present tense word is coming. So we'll say father is arriving, father is coming. Okay, so we'll start here. This says ah, and this says ba. Who remembers what sound an alef makes by itself? If you said it's a silent letter, you are correct. You win a doll. Ding, 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 ding. Excellent. All right. So since this is a silent letter, it's not going to add anything to the word. So this word says, top to bottom, right to left, ba, with a silent alef afterwards. Here we're going to put the word together, and it's going to say, a, ba. A, ba. Excellent. All right, let's look at the next one. A, ba. Very good. And the last word, which means is coming, is present tense. Ba. Very good. All right, next line. Ready? Ba. Good job. Ba. Excellent. A, ba. A, ba, ba. Very good. All right, you're going to read these 4 words. This is one set, this is another set on your own. And begin. Good. Very good. All right. Now we'll read the last line together. And then we'll look in the box. In the comments above, there is a link to pictures of these pages. So please scroll up a little bit or scroll down a little bit or whichever way you need to scroll and click on the link so that you can watch both together. Here we go. Line 8. Ba. Ba. Ah. Ba. Ah. Ba. Ba. Very good. And in this box, it's going to give us the words and the translation of the words. Dad or father is coming. All right. Ready? Right to left, top to bottom. Ah, ba, ba. And in this one, I'm going to pronounce it the way an Israeli would. Abba, ba, abba, ba. So in Sephardic or modern Hebrew pronunciation, the kamatz makes the same sound as the patach. So it would be abba, ba, but we're going to read Ashkenaz. Abba, ba. Okay, I think we are ready to go on to lesson number 4. Now, lesson number 4 is going to be the first time we're actually going to be facing something challenging. You ready for a challenge? A challenge. Very good. Here is the challenge. Look at that letter. Don't try to read the English. What is the difference between that letter and that letter? One of those famous or infamous dots in Hebrew. So this is the 3rd letter of the alphabet. It is the letter veis or vet. Again, both pronunciations are correct. This is the letter veis in Ashkenaz, and that's the pronunciation I am teaching. The letter veis and the letter beis have the same numeric value because they are brothers. They are brother letters. So they both equal the number 2. Aleph was the number 1. Bet and vet, beis and veis, are the number 2. In a Torah and in handwriting, you don't differentiate between them with the dots. The dots have grammar meanings. Sometimes if there's a dot, it means there's supposed to be 2 of the letters side by side. It makes the letter stronger. It means it's at the beginning of a word. There are a couple of grammar reasons why there would be a dot, and there are other times there would not be a dot. It has a different pronunciation if there is no dot. Remember we said the beis was a boat. The veis is the vacant boat. The guy left, and now the boat is vacant. There is a void inside. So it says the sound v. V. That's right. Okay. Beis says b. Veis says v. Beis has a dot. Veis does not. All right. So now we're also going to learn a new vowel. This vowel, more famous or infamous dots. 2 dots. One above the other. What does it remind you of? A stoplight. In some places, I remember them in like backcountry places where I was growing up in Massachusetts. There were lights that only had a red and a green. There was no yellow in between. So we're going to think of this as a stoplight, and it actually means to stop on the letter. There are 2 different types of stoplights. There's rolling California stops, and there's a full stop. We're going to start with just full stops, and then at some point we'll learn about the rolling California stop. So this is a stoplight. You stop on the letter. So this first letter is a veis, sorry. I just made a mistake. Is a veis. They're both correct. I just trying to remember to teach Ashkenaz. A veis. So this would say v.
I think he will. And
V.
I think his thinking just changed
Veis.
since yesterday.
Veis.
I mean, Moshe,
V.
it's a moving target.
Veis. Rabbi?
I spoke to him yesterday. To see
I think Rabbi's taking his conversation out of the room.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. Hold on. I got it. My wife's giving me my class.
All right. Now we're going to continue with the previous letters. There are previous vowels. There's the kamatz. Together, reading from the top to the bottom, veis with the kamatz under it says va. Good job. Good job. You knew that. All right. Now the next one, va. Excellent. Va. 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 Very well done. Let's look at line 3. Va. 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 In case you're wondering why I turn my head and look over there on occasion, I have this book open on the screen so that I can see it forwards and actually see it, because right now I'm pointing at something that's beyond my line of sight. All right, line number 4. Are we ready? That is not a veis. What letter is that? It is a beis. Good job. So we're going to be mixing beises and veises. And are we ready? And begin. Ba. Va. Ba. Va. Ba. Va. No sound. Ba. Very good. This vowel cannot appear under an alef because an alef doesn't make its own sound. So if you try to say, here's a shva, the stop sign, which makes you stop on the letter and make the sound of the letter, you're asking someone to do the impossible. You cannot make no sound under a letter. So this vowel will never appear under alef and 3 other letters, which we're going to learn about later on. So, shva. All right, the stop sign. Let's read some words together. I'm trying to figure out how I can point and see it at the same time. Not so easy, especially since it's backwards. If anybody is joining and would like to see the pages that we are looking at, there is a link under the video, in the comments, a couple comments down, there is a link to these pages which you can open up in a Google Drive on your computer and read them while we're doing this together, because this is backwards. It doesn't help very much. All right. I don't know if there's even a way to do it flipped. Let me try something. Look at that magic. You can't see me, but you can see the words. I don't know what's more important. I think probably the words. So let's do it this way. All right. Line 5, starting with the number 5, sliding our fingers right to left. We are going to start with this word here. Ba. Va. Ba. Va. Ba. Va. Ba. Excellent job. Let's all try reading line number 6 together. And reminding you, in Hebrew, we read from right to left, top to bottom. So here we go. Veis. Oh, I see they want us to say it. Put them together. There is no vowel under the veis, so we're just going to make the sound of the veis. Of. Ba. Ba. Of. Of is actually a short way to say father. So we have now 2 ways to say father, both Abba and of. All right, we're continuing with line 7. Put your finger on the 7, sliding across, up top to bottom. Ah, ba, ah, ba, abba, abba, ba. Continuing. Of. Ba. Good job. You said it before me. Of. Ba. Av. Ba. And line 9. Do it by yourselves. Excellent. Very well done. Good job. You now can read 1, 2, 3 words in Hebrew. Abba, which means father. Of, which means father. And ba, which means is coming, is arriving. Abba ba. Abba's coming home. Abba ba. Av ba. Very good. All right, let's take a vote. Who thinks, switching the camera, that a half an hour is just about enough time? We managed to do 4 lessons, which I think is quite reasonable, in a half an hour. And if you review this video, that'll be good. All right, so I'm going to say 4 lessons every week, at least. Every week, I will see you next Tuesday for a few more lessons. I can't promise it'll be 4. It might be more. It might be fewer. I don't know. It depends on what we're going to do. All right. Thank you, all of you. Hi, Elena. Thank you, all of you, for your opinions. I'm glad I figured out how. Maybe Lisa, maybe I sent only the one of the pictures. So I will message you, private message me your email address in case I don't have it, and I will email you the link to all of them, or I'll try to post it in the video also. All right, see you next week. Tuesday, 7 o'clock. And then Thursdays, I'm doing challah baking every single week. Thursday at 6:45 p.m. That is the plan. I will make the same recipe every single week. And there are going to be classes almost every day. Laila Tov, see you later. You're welcome.